All right, well, it's good to be here. This is my third time attending 1 Million Cups, and we decided to go ahead and present, so I'm excited to be here today. So I'm here to tell you about our plant shop, the Peacock Cottage, and we're here in Ocala, and I wanted to tell you how we got started and what it is that we offer at our shop. So a little bit about myself. I went to Florida, born and raised, went to East Marion Elementary, Fort McCoy Middle, Vanguard IB graduate, and I've always been super excited about selling things. So I've always been an entrepreneur. This is me back in 11th grade selling some zinnias that my mother and I grew in the garden. So good times. And I've always just, from selling golf balls that we found on vacation to knitting bags in high school and selling those, I've just always been excited about finding cool things and selling them. So I went to college and I had an African violet in my windowsill. So these are African violets, and I looked online to see if I could divide them, and a whole world was opened up to me, that these plants, there's like 18,000 registered varieties of them, and I saw some on eBay like all the time going for like $300+, and I was like, well, hello, because I've always loved plants and I've always loved making money, and this was just like coming together here. So I went to school to be a teacher, and I taught down the road at MTI for 10 years, American History, 11th grade, loved it. But the plants were just, we continued to get more and more plants. My husband, Frank Perdomo, he's a teacher also, and he had put together some light racks for us, and we just kept amassing more and more African violets. So I said to him, do you think that we could go to the Master Gardener spring sale here in town? And do you think we could sell them? So we loaded up my Volkswagen bus, Billy, and we took our violets to the spring show, and that's where we got started. And there was a huge response to it, so we almost sold out. And so I was like, whoa, if people like this here, would they like it in Gainesville? Would they like it, in Orlando? So we started to travel around, and eventually we started with one tent that was set up for everybody, that was provided by the event. To then we bought our own tent, and then 2 tents, and then, oh my gosh, now we've got 4 tents. And so it just kind of kept building from there. And we use Ocala, the location is great, as a jumping off point to go to multiple locations around Florida. It's great. We go to, probably about 15 different shows a year, and they're all pop-up shows. And that's how we got started, was we would just one weekend, breeze in and out of Vero Beach, and that's great. But we had so many people saying, do you have a shop? And I know people talk a lot, but people kept asking, do you have a shop? Where is it? So I said to Frank, well, maybe we should think about this, and as I was teaching, it's like the plant business kept growing that we had, and we started to offer more than African violets, like we have on the table over here. So we decided in 2015 to go ahead and open up a shop. So right as other people are saying brick and mortar shops are, on the decline, we're like, yes, let's open a shop. So, so I quit my teaching job. I graduated from teaching in 2015 and opened up the shop. And so now our goal is to take Ocala's location, and where we have gone out to all these different places, we'd like to now attract people to come to us from all these different places. So our goal as this plant shop is to just be our neighborhood plant shop here in Ocala, but also to attract people from other, cities as well. And instead of people saying, oh, have you heard of that plant shop in Ocala? I'd love for people to say, have you heard of that plant shop in Florida? Have you been to the Peacock Cottage? So that's my goal here with this. So gardening is America's #1 hobby. And as it gets hotter, and as people, live in apartments and things like that, not everybody can make it outside and do landscaping gardening. So indoor gardening is definitely on the rise. And we see people of all generations, all sexes, everybody loves to garden. I mean, not, everybody, but all sectors, love this. And so we want to be your indoor garden shop. And we also like to educate people, because yes, I can go online and find a plant, but how do I take care of it? And so that's another, sector that we offer as well, is that education along with your plant that you can get from us. So A plant shop. We are a plant shop. We're not a garden center, so we're all indoors, so we don't have any landscape plants. We're also not a florist, so we're not cut roses, that you would give on Mother's Day, but we are an African violet that you can give on Mother's Day that can last for decades. So we are a plant shop where you can get nice indoor plants. Here's some of our light racks that we have. So we offer house plants, office plants, African violets. We also do fairy gardens. We do classes to come make your own fairy gardens. We have stones and gems. And we've created about 20 to 25 different relationships with greenhouses and different wholesalers throughout the state that we go to. And a lot of these plants I go and hand pick out myself, so that we're just giving you the cream of the crop, good stuff whenever we offer that. So we've got a lot of community response. This is some of our Instagram, stuff that people have tagged us with. We do, like I said, make and take classes where people can come and make their own fairy garden. And so we do have our roots and our pop-up shows, and we still do that. I still go and give garden presentations. We've done about 10 last year, and continue to do that. We go to the African Violet Society of America, and we sell there. We went to Houston this year. So we're very much excited about plants, and we'd love for you to come and visit us at our shop in Chelsea Square.